Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading. Now, normally I just do it for 1 week at a time. I am going to be having an adventure this summer, and so I will be off grid. So I'm going to do this reading from July 11th through to October 11th, and so that should cover the whole time I'm gone. And you know, I imagine I'll be back in fall when I'm back, in reliable internet service. Okay, so let's see what the reading is for this whole 3-month period for you. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's something for you to make a decision about. And so this, it'll come at some point in this 3 months. It doesn't feel like immediate, but partway through, right? There's a decision to be made. And so, there's pros and cons. There's several different things to consider. And so just try and kind of think of everything. And in the end, whatever you decide, please know that it is always changeable. Now, there might be consequences of trying to change it or things like that, but it's not a be all and end all. It's not the only decision you'll ever have to make again, right? There will still be more things. So, while yes, this is important and it's significant in your life, it is also not the end, right? So if you make one decision and you try that for a while and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I did this wrong, keep trying it for a little longer, and be really sure before you change it. Okay, but yes, so a decision to be made, and this is you'll have multiple things to think about, and so get help with that, get input from the people around you. Make sure you're sharing everything instead of just little tidbits. Share the whole thing, everything that you're considering, so that way they can clearly see the whole situation and assist you to, they'll probably think of things that you haven't even thought about yet, right? Because everybody has a different point of view. So, get help making that decision. Okay. So, somebody in heaven is checking on you, and they want you to know how much they love you, how much they're sort of trying to steer you, in the right direction. Because even when, so it's somebody, perhaps an ancestor, perhaps a friend, somebody who you really loved in life and they've passed on. They don't become angels. They still were human, right? Angels have not been human. And so these are more, spirit guides, I guess, or ancestor guides, those kinds of things. And so they do retain some of their personality that they had in life. They still can only be in one place at one time, that kind of stuff. But they have a better view of your life and of, kind of where you're going. They can see what's coming up that we here on earth cannot see. We're too close to the situation sometimes. And so they do have a bit of a different point of view than what we can see. And so they're probably helping to steer. But their main purpose really is to just love you. And so there's whoever came to mind first. And the second person. So it's like there's more than one. There's more than one. And so there's checking in, saying hi, saying, yep, those moments that you're thinking, oh, hey, this is a cool little thing. This reminds me of so-and-so. Yes, indeed. They did put that there. That is meant to be a reminder of them because they are thinking of you. Okay. All right. So, you're feeling kind of like things are slow. Things do happen, or they are built one step at a time. You could try and hurry that, I guess. You could try and make it so that things happen much faster because, maybe it feels like you're not getting anywhere or whatever. Yeah, try not to rush things. Try to just take it the one step at a time, because that's how things grow and build, and that's how you can handle everything, right? If too much gets added on in like too quickly together, then you haven't had a chance yet to assimilate the last thing yet. And so, it's better for you when things do grow just one step at a time. So try and have some patience with that, right? Um, People get older, things evolve, things change at their own pace. So if you can just kind of take a breath and let it happen naturally, right? Then it'll just work a lot better. Okay. All right. Now, nurture. So this, okay, feels like you have a lot of nurturing to do. Whether you have kids or maybe like there's kids around you, it feels like there's kids to be cared for. Perhaps there are elderly also to be cared for, people to nurture, people to love. Feels like land, garden, animals, all that kind of stuff. And yourself. It's like, my gosh, everything needs me to look after it, right? And so if you leave yourself out of that equation, you're going to empty out, you're going to deplete, and you won't be able to do as good a job looking after everything else as you normally would. So make sure you're filling yourself up. Make sure you're looking after yourself. When you need a break, take one, right? If you need somebody to take your kids for the weekend, well, arrange it, or, something like that. I know it's not always that simple. I get it. I totally get it. But do your best. Maybe, maybe if you can start now, try and have like a either significant other or a best friend or somebody who can, at when you call and you say help, that they know what to do. Talk about this with them beforehand. Put it down on paper and say, if I say help, this is what I mean specifically. If I say weekend, this is what I mean specifically. This is what I need for you to do for me. And I might not be able to express myself. I might be just at the end of my rope and don't have the energy to really spell it out for you. So I'm doing this in advance. This is what I will need when I say this code word to you, right? And that person has to be able to leap into action and arrange things within a fairly short period of time so that you can get what you need. So make sure you're nurturing yourself first. First. I mean that. Okay. All right. Along the same lines, in a lot of ways, is this absolutely amazingly beautiful unicorn card about seeing your own light, seeing what's in you that is unique and beautiful and helpful and fun and charming, and what makes up the core of you, because helpful and charming are not your core. Those are your fringe things. What's your core? What makes you glow? And same for other people. You don't even have to know what it is that makes other people glow. You just have to be able to see the glow, right? And and to understand that each of you has your own light. Each of you is amazing. And to treat yourself and everybody else as the amazing being that we all are. Practice doing that. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, and so the sixth card in your reading here, peace. It's coming. You know, if you haven't been feeling very peaceful lately, please know that it's coming. As you work through things, you make these decisions, you know, you're nurturing yourself, all this stuff, right? Please know that peace is available to you all the time. And a lot of it comes from stopping taking on other people's stuff. It feels like, you know, when you're this beautiful, caring person, that when somebody else is experiencing difficulty around you, that you want to try and take that on. You want to make things better, right? And you end up having your own peace disrupted when it isn't even your own stuff, right? And so when you can put a shield in between so you can still see, you can still feel, but you don't need to take it on, then you can acquire the peace. Okay. All right. So here we have the daily guidance cards, and we're asking for one last piece of wisdom from your guardian angels. Okay. Law of attraction. That which is like unto itself is drawn. I think that's how it goes. However you're vibrating, that's what you're attracting to you. When you're seeing everybody's light and appreciating everybody and noticing your own strengths, and you're looking after yourself, and you're feeling joy, and you're feeling attractive, then what you're creating is more of the same. What you're pulling to you like a magnet is more of the same. If it's the opposite, you're feeling kind of crappy and irritable all the time and victimized, then that's what you're attracting more of. So, you know, coach yourself a minute at a time, bringing yourself up, noticing what's beautiful around you and within you, and having fun, having laughter, all those things. Do that more. Okay? Well, Virgo, that's a beautiful reading for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much, and I love you, and I'll see you in fall.